This is the journey of our hero, Kim Yu, who bore every hardship and ultimately earned the title of Universe Creator. The story begins when Kim Yu was only 4 years old, living happily with his father. Suddenly, elders arrived and told King Dai, "Your son's dandelion is damaged. He will never be able to practice internal techniques." Hearing this, the king grew deeply troubled, for he knew that everyone in the land advanced their cultivation through internal techniques. If Kim Yu's meridians were blocked, it meant he could never practice internal arts, and therefore could never become a worthy king in the future. Kim Yu was a prince, while King Dai ruled the dynasty. After that day, the king took his son to many cultivators, but nowhere did he find hope. At last, he became disheartened. He realized, "My son is not like others. He is weak. I must protect him myself." So King Dai sent his son far away, leaving him at Cloudy Mountain, where no enemy could reach him and where he could live in peace. But for Kim Yu, that place was no less than a prison. He could meet his family only once a year, and this caused him great pain. That pain grew heavier when, after waiting a full year, the day finally came when his father was supposed to visit. Thinking of this, Kim Yu ran around the villa in joy. His grandfather asked, "Kim Yu, why do you look so happy?" Kim Yu replied, "Today father is coming to meet me after a whole year. Just thinking of it makes me so happy." His grandfather smiled and said, "I have also brought you a gift. I am certain it will make you even happier." He then took out a bird and gave it to Kim Yu. Receiving it, Kim Yu was overjoyed. He had been lonely since childhood, and now he finally had a friend. He named the bird Sable. From that day, it became his new companion. Yet his greatest joy was still the thought of meeting his father. So he hurried to a mountain, hoping to watch the bridge and see his father from afar. He waited with Sable from morning until evening, but his father never came. This troubled him deeply. He said, "A whole year has passed, yet father still could not meet me. That means I must wait 2 more years." Thinking of this, he grew sorrowful. The next day, he went into the forest with his new friend to play, teaching Sable how to fly. For the little bird, this was very difficult, because its wings were still too small. Suddenly, Kim Yu heard a cry. Alarmed, he rushed forward, certain someone was in danger. When he arrived, he saw 2 children being attacked by a demon wolf. Seeing those 2 children being hunted by the demon wolf, Kim Yu did not think twice. He immediately rushed forward and attacked the beast, striking it so hard that it fled into the distance. At least, that is what Kim Yu believed. In truth, 3 hidden guardians who were secretly protecting him had struck the wolf and driven it away. The 2 siblings thought Kim Yu himself had defeated the demon wolf, and so they believed he was very strong. They quickly became his new friends. Kim Yu went with them to their home, and the 3 of them spent the day happily together. For Kim Yu, the greatest joy was that he was no longer alone. In his otherwise empty life, this day felt truly special. Just then, Kim Yu's uncle arrived and told him, "Your brothers have come to meet you." Hearing this, Kim Yu was overjoyed and rushed to see them. His 2 elder brothers were King Feng, the older one, and King Seng, the younger. They often teased Kim Yu, but despite that, he loved them dearly, and they too always cared for him. Even with their busy schedules, they had come to visit him, which made Kim Yu very happy. They explained, "Father is busy fighting demons at the border. We are also helping him. That is why he could not come to see you. His responsibility is to protect humans from demons at all costs." King Feng and King Seng told him, "Forgive us. We came here to meet you, but we cannot stay. After tonight, we must leave, because father is waiting for us at the border." And so, the next morning, both brothers departed. This left Kim Yu deeply saddened. Inside, he felt broken. He thought, "Perhaps father no longer cares for me. He knows my meridians are blocked, and I cannot practice internal techniques. He must believe I am useless. If I cannot even wield a sword properly, then why would father keep me close?" Kim Yu knew his problem, but he did not know the solution. Looking up at a falling star, he made a wish. If only there were some way to regain my father's love. As he thought this, a sudden idea lit up his mind. Excited, he said, "So what if I cannot practice internal techniques? I will practice external techniques instead." With this decision, Kim Yu hurried to his grandfather and declared, "No matter what happens, I will cultivate and become immortal." At first, his grandfather was shocked. He reminded him, "Have you forgotten? Your meridians are blocked. You cannot do this." But Kim Yu explained, "I will practice external techniques. They do not require meridians. Internal techniques store energy inside, but external techniques absorb energy into the rest of the body. Meridians are not needed." Hearing this, his grandfather admitted, "Yes, you are correct. But do you know, practicing internal techniques is already difficult, while external techniques are almost impossible. And you are talking about becoming immortal. Do you know that to reach immortality, you must pass through a series of stages? Crossing those stages is no easy task. It requires relentless hard work. I am sure you can do it, because you are very determined. But for you, the challenge will be to cross the second stage. Until now, only a few thousand people have managed to pass it, and if you succeed, you will reach the immortal level. Yet in this entire world, only 3 people have ever achieved that level, one of them being your Uncle Feng." His grandfather gave Kim Yu this information, but at the same time, he did not want to discourage him. So he said, "I know you can do it. After all, those who try never truly fail. If your resolve is firm, one day you will become immortal and make your father proud." Hearing this, Kim Yu was filled with joy. He decided, "No matter what happens, I will become immortal." The next day, his grandfather sent a letter to King Dai, asking him to send masters who could help train Kim Yu. When King Dai received the letter, he doubted his son could succeed, but he did not want to disappoint him, so he sent 10 of the kingdom's finest masters to guide Kim Yu. Seeing all 10 together, Kim Yu was confused. He could not learn from all of them at once, nor decide which one to follow. His grandfather made it easier. Show him a sample of your arts, so he can choose. Each master demonstrated their skills. After watching, Kim Yu chose Master Li, who impressed him the most. Something inside told him this was the right choice. Along with this, his grandfather gave him a treasury box filled with scrolls, teaching methods to unblock meridians. Kim Yu was delighted. He sat down to cultivate, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not store energy in his meridians. He practiced all night, but only faced failure. The next morning, Kim Yu hurried to the training ground. After climbing many steps, he arrived a few minutes late. His master grew angry and punished him, ordering him to run laps around the vast villa. Exhausted, Kim Yu did not give up. He kept running until he completed the task. Before he could rest, his master appeared again. Meet me at the training ground once more. Kim Yu's body was already in terrible condition, and the ground was far away. Yet he started running again. This was not done to torment him, but because his master knew Kim Yu was slow. He wanted to increase his speed. In this way, a whole month passed. Kim Yu's condition worsened, but his master said, "This is only the beginning. My martial art itself is extreme training. It pushes the body to its limits, making it stronger. Training like this pushes the body to its limits, making it stronger. But if you wish, you can still quit. Just say the word, and I will let you go." Kim Yu, however, thought of his father and firmly refused. He said, "No matter what happens, I will become immortal." With that, he began his training with even greater determination. His master, though outwardly strict, was secretly impressed by Kim Yu's resolve. He never admitted it, always pretending to be harsh, but inside he felt proud of him. For the next year, Kim Yu was subjected to every kind of training: mental training, spiritual training, and countless physical exercises. Through this relentless practice, Kim Yu began to break through his physical barriers. He grew stronger and faster than before, something he could feel clearly within himself. And so, a full year passed. It was now time for Master Li to leave. Seeing his master depart, Kim Yu felt deeply disappointed, but Master Li reassured him, "My duty was only to show you the path. I have done that. Now it is your responsibility to walk it and grow stronger." Hearing this, Kim Yu grew emotional. He bid his master farewell, promising, "I will never let your head bow in shame. I will continue training with all my heart." His master was pleased, though he did not show it openly. He went straight to King Dai, reporting Kim Yu's progress. "Your son is working very hard. He is doing well." The king was happy to hear this, but when he asked how long it would take to master external techniques, the answer troubled him. Master Li explained, "At least 36 years. Internal techniques allow energy to be stored easily, but external cultivation is far more difficult." This worried King Dai, who wanted his son close, but he could not change his path. Meanwhile, Kim Yu continued training. His body grew stronger, but he realized his speed was still lacking. Searching for answers, he studied the scrolls given by his grandfather and discovered that speed required internal energy. At first, this discouraged him, but he tried again to cultivate. Though his meridians were blocked, he attempted to store energy within his body. Kim Yu tried again and again, but he could not store energy in his meridians. He failed each time. Yet something surprising happened. His body had grown so strong that now it could begin to store energy in a different way. Instead of his meridians, his bones absorbed small amounts of energy. This discovery was very beneficial. Focusing on this, Kim Yu began storing energy in his bones every day. To increase his speed, he also strapped heavy weights onto his body, forcing himself to move faster. He trained like this for 3 years, but even then he realized he could not store enough energy to reach the speed of light. Troubled by this, he looked at flower petals drifting in the air. He thought, "These petals float without any internal energy. If they can do it, then I too can float without internal energy. I just need to understand the subtle forces at work and control them." He practiced carefully, and soon he managed to float in the air. His speed multiplied many times over, and he began gliding through the air with ease. Kim Yu named this technique shadow dancing. With it, he had achieved near light speed movement. His speed became so great that even his guardians could no longer follow him. Realizing they were no longer needed, they told his grandfather, "We cannot protect him anymore. He has surpassed us," and they returned to the kingdom. When King Dai heard of this, he felt proud of his son. Meanwhile, Kim Yu continued his training, sparring against statues. During these fights, he realized, "I need a special weapon." Searching through the scrolls his grandfather had given him, he discovered mention of a dangerous dagger technique. This weapon was said to be so deadly that no swordsmanship could match it. Kim Yu was fascinated and wanted to learn more, but the details were top secret. Then, unexpectedly, a hidden seal broke, and a hologram appeared before him. The hologram warned, "This technique is extremely dangerous, but if you have come this far, it means you truly wish to learn it." It began teaching Kim Yu the art. At the same time, it revealed, "I am from a clan where children are trained from birth to kill. Our only purpose is to find our target and eliminate them. From childhood, we shed blood to survive." Kim Yu practiced the technique. In seconds, he activated his light speed movement and, with the help of a small tiger, cut down many warriors. But his dagger was not strong enough. It broke in the middle of battle. From this, Kim Yu understood, "I need a stronger dagger." He already knew where to find one. So next, he mounted his horse and rode to the village, eager to meet his friends. He promised them, "When I return, I will bring gifts for all of you." Saying this, he went straight to the kingdom's treasury room. There, The general showed him a dagger said to be indestructible, completely invincible. Kim Yu liked it immediately. Alongside this, he collected gifts for his friends. Everything seemed to be going well, but in truth, danger was approaching. Behind his back, wild bandits attacked the village of Kim Yu's friends. Tuan tried to resist, but the bandits were ruthless, killing people for sport and stealing their possessions. Just then, Kim Yu arrived. Seeing the chaos, he was filled with rage. Before he could save Julie, one of the bandits named Bei Xin cruelly cut off Julie's hand, laughing as if humans were nothing more than insects. Kim Yu could not control his anger. He challenged Bei Xin directly. "Come forward and attack me. If you don't, I will kill you anyway." Bei Xin mocked him. "A child like you cannot defeat me, but since you dared to speak, I will kill you now." Charging forward, he attacked, but Kim Yu, furious, struck with such force that he broke Bei Xin's bones, killing him instantly. The other bandits fled in terror. Tuan, however, was angry. He accused Kim Yu. "How can you let evil men live?" Kim Yu replied sadly, "Killing all the bad people will not end evil. We must use love instead." But Tuan disagreed. "You spared one today. Tomorrow he will kill innocents. You are a prince. You have never suffered hardship." That night, Kim Yu told Tuan, "We must take Julie with us. Her condition is worsening. If we don't treat her soon, she will die." But before they could leave, the bandits returned, this time with their leader. The leader confronted Kim Yu. "You killed one of my men. For that, this entire village will burn. I will show no mercy." He set fire to the homes, declaring destruction. Seeing this, Kim Yu realized Tuan had been right. If 100 are evil, all 100 must be destroyed. The bandit king attacked, but Kim Yu's blows had little effect. The king's body was incredibly strong. Kim Yu activated shadow dancing, striking down raiders to save villagers, but the king grew angrier, unleashing his full power. Despite his massive body, the king's speed was astonishing. Kim Yu was shocked. His attacks could not land. The king wounded him badly. Villagers panicked, seeing Kim Yu injured, but in a desperate moment, Kim Yu drew his hidden dagger and slashed the bandit king's throat, killing him. From that moment, Kim Yu understood he had to change. He would become a ruthless weapon, if necessary, to protect others. 10 years later, Kim Yu had grown into a tall, handsome young man. His companion Sable had also become stronger. After years of cultivation, they returned to meet his grandfather. His grandfather reminded him, "Do not be late. On your 18th birthday, your father has arranged a ceremony. Great figures will attend. You must arrive on time, or you will shame us." Kim Yu promised, "Do not worry, I will be there." Meanwhile, Julie had grown into a beautiful 16-year-old girl. Seeing her again, Kim Yu was overjoyed, welcoming her warmly. Kim Yu was overjoyed to see Julie again, speaking happily with her. Meanwhile, far away, Chud was shown. One of his students looked at King Dai in a dream. In that dream, King Dai appeared in such a terrifying form that the student grew fearful. Alarmed, Chude ordered his general, "Go and find out what the kingdom is planning. I fear King Dai may be plotting against me." The servant obeyed and left to gather information. Elsewhere, we saw an evil cultivator facing a silver-masked warrior from the Skynet organization. That warrior was none other than Mythior. Seeing him, the evil cultivator laughed. "Even a golden-masked warrior could not defeat me. How will you?" Without a word, Mythior activated his shadow dancing technique and attacked. A fierce battle erupted. At the same time, Kim Yu was shown speaking with his father, saying, "We still have no news. We don't know where he is or when he will appear." He also reported that the North Guardian King had arrived. Hearing this, King Dai went to meet the North King. Back in battle, the evil cultivator was shocked by Mythior's power. He wondered if Mythior was truly silver rank or secretly higher, but he unleashed a deadly technique to kill him. During the clash, Mythior's mask cracked, revealing his true identity, Kim Yu. He had joined Skynet to hunt down evil. Kim Yu used his hidden tiger technique, slicing the cultivator's throat with precision. The enemy never realized what had happened. Standing over him, Kim Yu declared, "I do this to rid the world of evil, and each fight sharpens my practice." Meanwhile, King Dai met with North King Shampoo, asking for his support to seize Chude. Ancient clans were also drawn into the plan. By evening, the ceremony for Kim Yu's 18th birthday had begun, but he had not yet arrived. His brothers grew anxious. Suddenly, Kim Yu entered with heroic presence, greeted by cheers. He apologized to his father for being late, but King Dai replied, "No need. You are 18 now. Whatever you choose, I cannot stop you." He then led Kim Yu into a secret chamber. There, King Dai revealed the truth. "I did not meet you at Cloud Mountain because I was planning war against the Chu dynasty with your brothers. We lost, and since then we have wandered. That is why we changed our name to conceal our defeat. And your mother, her death was no accident. She was burned alive during the Chud attack." Hearing this, Kim Yu was shattered. He had longed for his mother's love since childhood, and now he knew it was stolen by Chud. His blood boiled with rage. "No matter what, I will kill Chud," he vowed. But King Dai stopped him. "Focus on your training. You are not yet strong enough to face a second-stage cultivator." Though the words were true, they wounded Kim Yu deeply. He left, frustrated and heartbroken. Later, gazing at the sky, he saw a red falling star. Following it, he discovered a lizard trying to seize a mystical piece. Kim Yu killed the beast with his dagger and took the piece. It glowed like a tear, then suddenly absorbed into his body. Confused, he later cultivated and realized his body could now store more energy than before. His wounds healed faster, his strength grew. Overjoyed, he knew he now had a chance to reach the second stage. Determined, Kim Yu set out with Sable into the mountains to practice. He enjoyed enjoyed the journey, but suddenly the same lizard monster attacked again. Fighting fiercely, he knocked it down the cliffs. In the process, he discovered a massive red stone, so heavy and powerful that even Sable's claws could not break it. Kim Yu decided, we will take this red stone back to the kingdom.